All right, once you guys click on new blog, what you want to do is right here on title, you guys can just type in what your site's gonna be called. So for me, it was usually like my last. I would call it just Bickus Art Blogspot. I believe this is actually what shows up when you click on. Show you my. It actually shows up right here. So see where it says Bickus Art website at the top. Whatever you type there is gonna show up at the top. Okay, so when you decide what your blogger site's gonna be called, then so this one I'll title it something else. We'll call it digital media art website. Okay. And then for the address, okay, it's going to show up as whatever you type in .blogspot.com. So if you title it, dinosaur, explosion, then that's going to be the website for it, okay? If you title it your name, it won't necessarily let you use it either. So I'm going to call it Bickus Digital Media .blogspot, and let's see. Okay, it says blog address is available. Okay, so you guys can go back and change it, but it's easier if you just choose it right now. And I would also try to make it somewhat short. Is it working? This is what you're going to use. Right, so then title what you want, and then give it. See how it says my new blog address? That's going to be your website. All right, you guys all good? So make sure it says that blog address is available, otherwise it won't work. Also, I'll show you guys how to find these once you're creating them and stuff. There's a lot. It's pretty easy to navigate through this if you've done any kind of blogging or even use like social media sites. It's pretty easy to find out where to change stuff. Okay, Zach, type in your address then. So like something simple like your last name art.blogspot, okay, or something portfolio. All right, from here I'm just gonna hit. Actually, for the next thing, you guys can actually choose a template if you want to. You don't necessarily have to stick with it, but you can kind of see the previews here. So I'm just gonna go with the simple view, and then I'll change it from there. So I'm gonna hit create blog, and hopefully it goes through. And I'm just going to hit no thanks on that thing that pops up. Okay, so the next thing you guys should see is this page right here. Yeah. Okay, so type in, change it a little bit. Oh, here you go. So, oh, there you go. Salerno. Cool. Yeah. And then say create blog. Okay, so most of the stuff that you guys are going to do and edit is going to be, or do to edit your site is going to be on the left side here. So posts is the first thing we're going to talk about. That's basically like how to make a generic regular blog post where you can put your artwork, put like a statement, something that's going to look like this right here. Okay, that first page. So everybody go click on posts, and you can create a new post a bunch of different ways. Believe the easiest way is right here. So this is your list of posts. Okay, I'm going to go up top. See that little pencil at the top? That's your way that you create a new post. So we're going to click on it, and it's going to pull up almost what looks like a Word document. Okay, so this one, I'm just going to call it my first post. And you can just type something in there. Okay. All right, so I got a little sense there. You can change, anything just like in Word. just by clicking on the options above. So you can click on your style, font. You can change the size of it. So if I highlight it, I can go in here, make it larger. You can change, I think, anything except for maybe the font itself. You can change the color of it. So just make sure you guys understand how to do that stuff. The other things that you'll see up here, oh, I'm sorry, there's your font style change. So you can go to these. You don't have a whole lot of options, unfortunately. But other options that you do have is you have the ability to create links. So if I arrow down here and then just hit link, I can go here and I could create a new sublink to something else, to a web address. So I can link out in my other site. Hit OK. And then there you go. Oops. I think you can click on it and edit it as well. There we go. So there's how to create a link. The next thing would be how to create how to post an image. So right next to link is your insert image. You click on that. Now you guys do need to make sure you use JPEG images. Okay, so you can't just load anything up there. All right, so I'm gonna load up my JPEG here, the Amy's calendar. Hit choose, and it should load up. If it doesn't, you might need to shrink down the file size. You might need to re-export it. Okay. Everybody knows how to save files, save as from Photoshop as a JPEG, right? And then remember in Illustrator, you have to file export as a JPEG. Okay, it doesn't file save as, you have to file export. And then I would just click on that, add selected, and now my image pops up, and I can click on that image, and now is where I can edit that. So if I want to make that larger, if I want to add a caption to it, so I can type in calendar design 2015 by Amy Ruzich. Now, everything that I do here, I want to hit eventually, I can hit save, but eventually to actually have it work, I want to hit publish. So if I'm happy with that, I'm going to hit publish. And it's going to ask me some questions about Google+. I'm not going to say, I'm going to hit cancel on that. You can see now, though, in my blog post, there's my first post. I can click on it to edit it. Okay, so if I wanted to add either more images in here of all my artwork, or say I wanted to link in a video clip, I could do it now. So I'm going to go here, and I'm going to link in a video clip. Now, I can either upload a clip, so I can literally go find like a small MP4 file or something that I've created, just like, you know. So here's one. Find my demo reel. Okay, I can hit choose and just upload that. Now, if this pops up, that's because the file's too big. It needs to be under 100 megabytes. So if you have a video file that you want to export, you have to probably condense it a little bit using Final Cut. When you go to share it, make sure that you use the smallest file type. Maybe even use the save as for Apple devices, because that will make it as small as possible. The easiest way, though, is to already have your stuff uploaded to YouTube, because then from YouTube, I can go in here and I can look up my name. Okay, and here's all my videos that I already have uploaded. So say I wanted to link in, I don't know, what's something from this class? The move tool, gradient tool. All right, I click on it, I hit select, and then that's already linked in, which is nice. Okay, so then when I hit update, it's going to post it to there. Okay, everybody take a quick look up at the top. You guys see where it says view blog? Okay, if I hit view blog, let's go. This is my current working page. Okay, so you can see it's a little bit different. It's a little bit more simplified than my website, right? But Now when I click on it, I can go here, I can hit play, it'll play my YouTube video.
So in our last demo,
Alright, you can click on any images you uploaded, and then here's my blog post. Now, the bad thing is, you know, you don't have a whole lot of other things here. It's very basic. It just says like the art title up there, or the website title, okay, and it just has this post. So we want to get a little bit more, you know, crazy with this. So I'm going to go back out, and I'm going to hit on the pages, okay? So pages are a little bit tricky. You know, you kind of have to think about a website as the whole general thing that you're making, your whole portfolio. A page is a part of that, just like your posts are, but pages you'll eventually be able to maneuver between. Okay, so I'm going to hit new page now, and it's going to look very similar to what I had for my post, but it's different. Okay, so this one I'm going to call demo videos. And I put those like plus symbols in front and behind just as like a visual thing to kind of change the look of this. Okay, so I just type that in. Now say I just want to link in videos. Okay, so I go here. I'm like, all right, I know this class does Sculptris Dragons. Okay, so I select these, hit select, load it in. Go. I'm not going to put them all in, but I would eventually just link them in. I could put titles up there. I could say, okay, Dragon. Highlight that guy, and then I'll just make that a little bit larger. Bold it. All right, so these would all then be loaded to this page. Now I'll show you how this works. So again, just highlighting stuff, changing the font size, okay? And I would hit publish. Okay, now, when I go back to view my blog, let's see if we can find it. You don't see any remnant of my page that I just created. Okay, so we eventually want to have those things pop up here. So that's what I'm going to go try to do right now. Now, this is a little bit tricky. It used to be easier. They changed it a little bit. So what you actually have to go into is layout. All right. And up at the top here, where it says add a gadget, I would click on that. And what you want to go down to is pages. So right here. All right, that's a little bit tricky, so I'm gonna talk about that again. So again, we were in our pages or posts. Okay, on the left side here, we're gonna go down to layout. Okay, and layout's showing you how your basic website is, you know, essentially laid out, what different tools you have there. And anywhere that says add a gadget, you can pop something else new in there. So say you wanted to have all your tabs up open at the top, which is what I have. I'm going to click add a gadget. And then I know that these are called pages, so I'm going to scroll down, go to my pages, and I'm going to hit add. Okay, right here, there is our configure page list. So, okay, what do you want to call this? All right, whatever, title was called pages, it's fine. That's the link that's going to show up, I think. Actually, that won't show up. Just your page links will just show up. Okay, the one thing, I always like to have my home page show up, and then any page that I create, I just go in and I check. So if I go and create more pages, I'll have to go back into this and recheck those on. You also have some options in here, like you can change the list order of it. I don't know why you'd want to have home be below that, but you could. And then you also have the option of, you can either have it as a tabs at the top or list of links. I like the tabs, so that's what I'm going to use. I'm going to hit save. Okay. Now I'm going to go save arrangement. I'm going to go view blog. Okay, here we go. Check out the top. There's my home. There's my demo videos. Okay, so I can click on that link now, and then that one should load up. And there you go. You got all your videos popping up. And any of this stuff is editable. So say I went back to my pages and I didn't want to call this demo videos. I wanted to call it Sculptris. I could go into edit and I could go Sculptris unit. So then you guys, if I ended up using this, you guys could go to that page. That would be all the Sculptris stuff. And I just hit update, okay? Update and publish are a must. If you guys don't hit that stuff, it will not put your your posts up. It won't save them, okay? If you leave that, you're going to lose your work. Any questions so far on how to create posts or how to create pages, how to upload JPEGs or videos? All right, so one thing you could do is you could put your, make a new page, and you could have this be your artist statement. Maybe I keep that same thing with the design, next to it. There's some things you can control, some things you unfortunately cannot. Okay, and I'm just gonna make a test post here. My artist statement. And you can decide to post artwork there if you want to. Okay, your artist statement, like I was saying before, is really just kind of talking about your artwork. So if you guys click on my artist statement, you're going to see mine's really talking more about the concept behind my pieces. Okay, this is at bickusart.blogspot. This is my short one. I also have a really extended artwork explanation, which is like 10 pages long. Okay, this is not what I'm asking for, all right? What I want from you guys for your artist statement is maybe a paragraph. Okay, this is legitimately my artist statement for my artwork. Okay, so it's maybe 5-6 sentences long. Okay, make sure, I'm not necessarily looking for the length. I'm looking for you guys to give me some information about yourself as an artist, what kind of artwork you like to make, how would you define your artwork style, if you only make your stuff about, you feel like it's more clean graphic work, if you like doing more grungy, what's your aesthetic, how does it look, what kind of concepts maybe do you deal with in your work, if and you might not be to that level, but you guys kind of decide what you think might fit with your work or what you have so far. Okay. Is there any questions about the artist statement? Again, you can check out mine. You can check out those links to the other students. So if we go to my links page here, let's see. I think Nick has his. He might just have his on the home page. Oh yeah, here it is. Okay, so very simple statement, paragraph long. Though his is a little bit hard to read in that corner layout. I don't really like that, but. So it's up to you how you want to lay that out. All right, I want to go over a couple of the other minor things. Not that you necessarily need all these. You can see your pages. You can see them over here. You can edit, share, delete them over there. Same thing with posts. Okay, every post that you make will go here. So if I make another new one, Tyler post 2. Okay, whether I put something in here or not. I think PNG files should work as well. Let's see if this one does. Yeah, it did. All right, I publish it. Here it is. It shows up in my posts, and I can edit those. You do have some options for posts, like how many do you want to see here. I think you can change some of the settings for the post as well, like how many do you see on each page. Like you could show only 1, you could show like 20. All right, all the things you guys have control over. If you guys click on comments, all right, comments are basically if anybody posted a comment or something to your page, you can see them there. Now, this website, I don't have them. So I just clicked back on my blogs. This is where you guys can actually get around to different blogs that you've made. So this is my main blog right here. So if I click on comments, there you go. I don't know who these people are, but they've posted stuff in the last year, okay, to my site. So you can delete them. So if I don't want that up there, I can delete it. I can report it as spam. I can remove the comment, whatever. Those are just options. You guys don't have to use that stuff. Okay, I use Google+. I mean, kind of. mainly just to load stuff up for Blogger. So I don't use it for any other reason. It's kind of like a Facebook, Google app. Okay, you can go to your stats. Stats will show you how many page views you've had. So today I've had 42, probably from you guys clicking on it. All right, all-time page views 10,000, right? So that's quite a few. You can actually make money off of your website if you use it a lot and people see it. I don't make any money off of it, so I'm not really sure how to go about that, but you could if you wanted to. And that would be through earnings. Okay, I'm not going to talk about that or campaigns, but I will talk about our layout. Okay, everybody click on where it says layout. Okay, layout is just, you can take out these gadgets and stuff, or you could add gadgets, or you can change them. So up here, if you go to Favicon, I don't even know what that is. All right. Apparently, you can load a Favicon file. I'm not sure what that is, but that's an option for you. Okay. Anything that says add a gadget. If you click on add a gadget, we already added the page, link. You can go in there and you can have like a logo. Okay. You can add a logo in there. So if you wanted to create one for your page or for your website, you could do that. You could add an image. You could add, I think there's a counter. You could add a links list. I mean, there's a lot of different options on there for you. So anything that you guys want. And there's also, you click on, those are the basic ones, more gadgets. You can have like contact forms so people can email you. One of those share it type things so it'll link up directly to Facebook and Twitter. All right, so these are all options for you. So let's try that one. I'm going to click share it. All right, that looks good. Hit save. So now, let's go view my blog. Oh, this is my actual page. It should pop up over on the right side. So, oh, there it is. Share it. I don't know why it's not doing anything though. Maybe I didn't save. Oh, that's what it is actually. So I didn't save my arrangement. If I don't save it, it's not going to preview it for me. So I hit save. Now I go view blog and it should link up. Let's see. It still didn't. I don't know. I'd have to play around with that. But you guys should be able to kind of get through there and kind of figure out, what kind of things you would want to lay out there. Right, I'm actually going to get out of here because I want to use my test one. So, by the way, when you guys get back to this view blogs page or all your blogs, you just click on view blog and it'll take you to, actually it'll pop up your blog. We want to go click on the actual blog name and then it'll take us to this option. So going back to layout, this is where you guys can just kind of decide how you want your piece to look. You can also use template to decide on a new template. So this is what it'll look like on a mobile, like on your phone. Okay, so you guys have options for that. You can edit that if you wanted to. It is kind of nice because it makes it mobile friendly. All right, other options you guys have. Okay, I mean, all these simple layout options, dynamic views. That's that mosaic one that we were looking at before. So, and you can click on it and see what it looks like, what it would look like, and you can apply it to your blog. So I'll apply it to this one, see if I like it. I don't know if I will or not. Actually, I'm going to go back. I'm going to use this one. All right, the big one, okay? This is the biggest thing that you guys are going to use in all of it, okay? So everybody click back on layout. And I want you to go up top to where it says template designer. Okay, that is where basically everything's going to be editable. Okay, so this is your template designer, right? This is going to allow you to change your templates. Okay, like we were just doing. You can customize color, very simply, easily done. But also anything is customizable here. So I hit apply to blog here. Okay, it'll upload and it'll save it. I'm going to click on background on the top left. This is where I can edit every color. So if I change it to a green scheme, okay, my main color scheme would then be green, okay? I can change up here all these colors. You can see how everything on the whole page is changing, right? This must be because I already chose a theme for it, but. The really nice thing though here is you guys can upload a background image. Okay, now for my website, the one I actually use, see if I can pull it up. I created this background. You see that one that's loading right now? I created that background custom for my site. Okay, so if you were to do that, you could make something in Photoshop or Illustrator, and you'd have to save it as a certain size though. So I'll kind of show you how to get into that. Right here, I would go and I would drop down. You can see that it gives you options that are already pre-made, but I could also go into upload image. And then you can see right there, it's telling you you could upload a JPEG, GIF, or PNG up to 300K in size. So you have to kind of save it as a little bit of a smaller file. But for full background, you want you want an image that's 1800 by 1600 pixels. So if you're gonna make some or one that's custom, like you just want to design it yourself, you would create a new file, and that file should be 1800 by 1600. And I believe, I want to say the 1800 is referring to the width, because you can see it is like a longer page. So, but I'm gonna go try a random image out and see what it would look like. So go to my desktop and I'm gonna try this one, see what this one looks like. Oh. Nope, I need a JPEG. I don't see any good ones. All right, I'm just going to try using one that I have on my desktop, I guess. Okay, so here's the calendar. I'm going to use that one. Hit choose, all right, and you'll see it. Hopefully it works. Oh, it's too big. So let's go back out, and we'll get this thing saved so we can load it up. Okay, so I'm going to drag that JPEG into Photoshop, and I'm going to save it. I'll show you guys how to save these out so you can upload anything. Make sure it's a small enough file size.